Hello, everyone. Before we begin this particular episode, I just want to make something a bit clear that you're going to notice in a bit. So, when initially recording this episode, we thought, oh, it's fine, all is well. And going through and editing, I realized that while their voices in recordings went fine, mine sounded like if you put me through a trash compactor. So, as a result, because of how poorly it sounded, I went through and re recorded all of the different parts that I would say, which will make some of the dynamic between the DM and players a bit awkward. It's going to look weird, and I hope you can forgive me for that. It's this episode and the next one as well. Both of those recordings have been trash compactorized. So I've gone through and re-recorded all of the lines and things like that. But if you'll notice, my voice might not sound the same as it normally is, and the dynamic might not be the same. I might have some lines that are kind of iffy. I hope you can forgive me for that because it's not great when you have to do something in post production that is normally supposed to be done live. So, again, this episode and next episode are going to be kind of weird sounding, and please forgive us for that. It should be back to normal 2 weeks from now. That episode, I think, recorded fine looking at it, so hopefully that's the case. With that said, though, let us jump into the episode. Oof, I'm feeling refreshed.
I love how oof is not the word I'd put with refreshed.
No, that's a line from the first Mystery Dungeon game. The first time you wake up in the original games, the line is, oof, I'm feeling refreshed. I love that line. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Not a Scratch, the only podcast that believes Scratch is an overpowered move. I am your host, your GM, your PM, your DM, Anirudh himself, and sitting across from me, trying to make it his goal to be the shortest basketball player to ever play.
In the world? It's me, Mansour, and I think I've failed. And I've got someone with me who thinks the Beatles is actually a small group of bands. Let's redo the intro. I messed it up.
Nah, just start again. We'll cut that out.
Okay.
We're not cutting that out. And to my right, someone who can't quite get through an intro.
I hate you. It's me, Mansour. And with me, someone who's got way too much snarkiness.
It's me, Mohammed, bringer of chaos on recording sessions. Never forget it.
Yeah, I have no idea how this intro will look. Well, alright. How you guys doing?
Just keep it.
Now,
Doing
worst case
great.
scenario, we record it. Well, I'm doing well.
I'm doing fine. Getting ready for an internship.
Oh, that sounds like fun, and we won't go into it unless you are working for Nintendo. Or Sega.
No, that's the dream.
Sega?
Though.
You know what? If you find all of the legendary items in this recording, you'll find Sonic at the end of this.
So you're telling me Sonic's alive in this game? He's out there. We could find him. All right. Well, we have a goal now. Let's play.
Fast.
Okay. Do you guys want to give the intro, summary, history lesson, whatever that is for the day?
I can take it.
Okay,
So, all right. So we last left off with Kyle and Ralph, basically on their way to New Birch City, and they hop on a train after a very long wait for Kyle, and they meet Sparky on the train. No, Smasher. Why did I say Sparky? Smasher. They meet Smasher on the train, and Smasher kind of has his own little, his own little train car because he's all that. He's the next big thing, and Ralph's having fun on the train ride, and then all of a sudden, things go boom, and the three of them make their way to the front, only to find the three rock baddies that they met on their tryout day in the forest who had kidnapped HD and the other guy. They find them and they've seemed to hijack the train, and we were left on that cliffhanger.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Mansour, you have anything you want to add?
Nope, I think you got it pretty well.
What was HD's friend's name?
HD and Kirk.
Kirk.
I find it funny that you
That's right.
forgot your own rival's name.
I mean Emo Kid and Kirk. I don't refer to Emo Kid by his real name.
So this isn't even a Ralph grudge. This is personal.
It's really personal.
Yeah, backstory that's totally developed. Anyway, let us dive on in. So, where we last left off, you walked into the conductor's car effectively, and you see the good old evil team rockin' rampage. To recap the team, it's Ignis the Roly-Coly, Metamorph the Roggenrola, and Seti the Geodude. They're here, they're fighting. In fact, let's just roll initiative.
Oh boy.
So we see them and we just straight up start battle.
Because they're criminals. Okay, are we rolling a d20?
No, you roll D whatever your speed.
Ah, right. I forgot. We haven't done combat in a while. So we gotta roll a d7.
Oh, yikes. Yikes.
I got-
Trico are meant to be fast.
I got a 3.
I rolled 2.
Okay, so Ignis got a 6, Metamorph got a 1, Seti got a 3. Ralph, what's your max possible speed?
My base speed is a 7. Yes.
Alright, the order goes Ignis, Ralph, Seti, Kyle, Metamorph. I've got that right.
Oh, it feels so weird to like not be last in the turn order.
You're not be last, you're first.
It feels good.
Oh, you're right, second.
That said, Ignis will start this off by going for a smoke screen. So that's
Oh
a
boy.
status move with an accuracy roll of 6. I'm actually using dice this time rather than a random number generator, which will be exciting. Okay, so I rolled a 3, so maybe not. It misses, kind of just
Yes.
pops out this attempt of a smoke screen, but I think it actually ends up swallowing it.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay, it's now Ralph's turn.
All right, Ralph's gonna focus his energy. So that just happens, and then now crits are 19 or 20.
Okay, now it's Seti's turn, who's kind of embarrassed at the complete bombing by Ignis. It's gonna go for a tackle. I think it's gonna go for Kyle, probably, because it feels like Kyle's more of a threat.
I'm insulted. I have a power band. We don't know how this thing can function.
He does not know that.
Oh, whatever. Okay. All right. Whatever.
Even though Ralph is wearing it.
Yeah.
They don't know what it is. There's a special thing, and there's a IQ skill that lets you know what items are, but they don't have it because they ain't smarts.
Oh, they dumb.
Anyway, it goes for a tackle, rolls an 11, which hits. That'll be 1d8 plus 6 damage. 5 plus 6 is 11, plus your attack, which is another 11, so 22 minus your defense, Kyle.
Oh, it's me, right.
Yeah.
Wait, 22. Oh lord. Okay. That hits me for 17,
Oh no.
and I'm down to 1.
Oh
Just
no.
like that.
Maybe I shouldn't have focused energy. Oh no.
Okay, so actually at this, Smasher, who you may remember was on the side and didn't roll initiative, yeah, his character was going to just basically sit back on the sideline until one of you got below half health. Since that has obviously happened, he's going to go out himself, and he'll actually go last in the initiative order. So, Kyle, your move.
Well, Kyle is more than slightly annoyed. Kyle is furious. And you could see this green glow kind of start to appear around him as his overgrow effect kicks in, or his overgrow ability kicks in.
That's sick.
And he picks himself up and immediately lashes out with an absorb attack.
Okay, do you want to explain what Overgrow does?
I was about to get into that. Overgrow is an ability that is more or less exclusive to the grass type starter Pokemon, where when their hit points fall below a quarter, all grass moves deal an additional 2 damage.
Oh.
So now, instead of 1d8, 1d6 plus 3 damage for absorb, it'll do 1d6 plus 5.
A slight edit to what you said. It's 2 higher damage base, so the power of it. So instead of a power of 2, it'll be a power of 4.
Oh, wait, oh, wow. So, should I just manually change? Wait, I need. Oh, wait, yeah, alright, so instead of 1d6 plus 3, now absorb will do 1d8 plus 6 damage. Ooh, only rolled the 3, so that's 9 plus Kyle's special attack, which is another 9, which is 18.
Oh my god.
So who are you attacking?
Oh, he's lashing right back at Seti.
Okay, 18 minus my special defense would be 18 minus 5 is 13, and that is... Let me make sure... That's 3 times effective, because quad effective. It's scaling it down, because 4 times would be a lot. So half of 39 gets you to full health, just making sure.
Kyle is right back to full health.
Alright, cool. So explain to me how you turn Geodude into a raisin.
I mean, what you see happening is like Kyle's overgrow has kicked in, and so he you see this green glow engulf him, and I mean, as he always does with absorb, he kind of just slaps a nice little back slap of the tail to Geodude's face, except as you see it, as he hits, you see Geodude also kind of get engulfed in this green glow that then just just saps right back into Kyle, and it's so you can barely, it's so fast you can barely see it, and it almost just looks like he's just slapped Seti and gotten just stood up, and it looks fully fine, while Seti has just flown backwards and hit the control panel of the train.
You hit the control panel, and Kyle, roll a d20.
17.
Ooh.
Okay, 17 is a high roll. Had you rolled a low roll, Seti would have hit the controls to go faster. Instead, Seti makes the train come to a complete stop.
Wait, but we wanted Smasher to get to his destination faster, right? So.
I love how as you said that, a car went nyum.
People at home, we did not plan that. That's pre-editing, not post-editing. Let's go. Okay, if you want to do that, we can. We could make the train go faster.
No.
It's whatever Kyle
absolutely
wants. It's
not.
whatever Kyle wants.
The safety of the passengers comes first.
Okay.
If this train goes faster, sure, we might reach New Birch City quicker, but we also might go flying off the rails.
That is also true.
Okay, so after further discussion, we have determined that Kyle is such a precision attacker that he smacks Seti into the stop button. He stops the train, stops himself, he stops everything. Yeah, so I picture Smasher was going to go in with his fist flying, but instead sees you get back up and whack this Geodude, and he's like, oh, I like this Kyle kid. Now it's Metamorph's turn. Roggenrola is like, did these guys get stronger since last time? But will nevertheless go for a tackle attack. That's a 19, so that hits.
Who's he attacking?
He's attacking Kyle. Hate to say it, Ralph, but Kyle looks like the bigger threat.
Okay, whatever, fine. So, I'm not salty at all.
So he goes for tackle. It's going to do 1d8 plus 6. That's a 1, so that'll do 7 plus 10. 17 minus defense.
17 minus 5 is 12.
So that does 12 damage. Okay. Now we go for Smashers. So Smasher is... Now he kind of knows who he's dealing with at this point, so he's actually going to use a focus energy of his own. So he sits down and focuses his energy.
Oh.
What's with these fighting types and focus energy?
Listen, we gotta do it.
But like,
Leave your
I feel
prejudices
like
at
a fighting type would just go punch, 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 not Zen punch.
home. Leave your prejudices at home, soldier.
His crits are 19 and 20, and now we go to Ignis. So Ignis, roly-coly boy over here, kind of confused at how SETI flew like a fastball, is probably going to go for a smoke screen again. That's a 9, so that hits. So now all foes have to roll an additional accuracy. So if your accuracy roll before was a 6, now it's going to be a 7. Okay, now we go to Ralph.
All right, I'm gonna attack Igneous with a low kick. So let me see if it hits. So I don't have to roll above 7, right? Gotcha. And we got a 17, so that hits. How much damage will it
Little bit.
deal?
Let us see. I think this is a lot. Oh, he's actually a light boy. So that'll be a damage power of 4, which means that it'll do 1d8 plus 6.
I got a 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. Plus my attack, which is now 17. 11 plus 17 is 28.
Right, so 28 minus defense here, that is 7 defense, so that does 21 damage. Its max health was 20 actually, so ding ding ding,
Yeah!
1 hit KO.
One shot!
Okay, so as I cross his name off the list, it's now 3-on-1, real fair. Metamorph being the last one. Ralph, explain how you clocked the previous guy.
So, he actually does it as a low sweep. Sorry, as a low kick, but it's more of like a, well, low sweep is a different move. You know what? Screw it. He does it as like a sweeping move. So he's gonna like get down and then just take the legs out from under him, and he just falls face flat onto the train floor, knocking him out.
Okay, that's you. SETI would go next, but since he's currently preoccupied, Kyle goes.
Alright. Kyle kind of peers through the smoke and sees that Metamorph is the only one left and decides to go in for another absorb attack. Solid 18, almost a crit that time. And since his health is back up, he's down to a third health, but you know the glow has faded at this point. He's only going to do 1d6 plus 3 this time. 8 plus special attack is 9 is 17. 17. No. Yes, 17.
We take away the special defense. 17 minus 4 is 13. 13 times 2 is 26. But, oh shoot, by the way, the low kick probably did more. I'm not sure if we actually did super effective.
We did not. We did not. That thing did like 50 damage.
Yeah, so this goes over his HP. However, you see that Metamorph is still standing. You heal back the normal amount, so 13 health and all that. However, he's still standing.
Oh no. It's rooted to the ground. It's sturdy.
Yeah, it's sturdy. It can't faint to a one-hit KO. So despite the fact that you hit it hard,
Okay.
it's still going. It's now Metamorph's turn. Even though it's by itself, it's going to go for Smasher now instead. I think he's like, he knows who you two are. He doesn't know who Smasher is, so he's going to go for a tackle attack and
Don't you touch him! He's my sports hero!
rolled a 4. Okay, this will be interesting. You see Metamorph dive in, and Smasher slides to avoid it, and it's now Smasher's turn. At this point, Ralph, roll perception with advantage.
Okay, my perception is beauty, right? Which is just 0. So I'm just gonna roll a d20 twice and take the higher. 6 or a 12.
A 12 is a mixed success, so as Smasher is moving around, you can't tell exactly what it is, but you notice that Smasher is wearing some sort of headband.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Our little Smasher friend will go for a tackle attack on Metamorph. That's a 14, which definitely beats a 7. That's going to do 1d8 plus 6. That is a 7 plus 6 is 13 plus attack. And you notice now, because it's obvious at this point, you notice now that this band is a power band.
Oh, we got buddies. We're power band buddies.
So 13 plus 9 is 21, which you now, you know at this point, even if it resisted, doesn't matter. He goes up and says, "Hey man, batter up," and throws him across the room, hits a window, and he is knocked out. Yeah, that's show business, I suppose. You guys won in a surprising twist of fate. It's almost like you've beaten these guys before.
Who knew type advantages actually made a difference? Whoa.
Hello, this is Anirudh, the GM, PM, DM of Not a Scratch, and wanting to thank you for listening. Future episodes come out on Tuesdays, so be sure to follow us, subscribe, and do all those important things. If you've enjoyed the episode and want to support us in any way, shape, or form that you can, the best way to do so is to share us with anybody that you know that's interested in the Mystery Dungeon franchise. There's bound to be a lot of people. Also, leave us a review on your podcasting platform. Reviews help to bring new people into our community and also give us advice on what we can improve on in the future. You can also follow us on Twitter at NotAScratchCast, or email us as well at notascratchcast@gmail.com if you have any cool ideas you want to add to the podcast or just want to reach out to us. Suggest segments, characters, you name it. We've already gotten some interesting ideas. We want to thank GlitchX City for the songs Kirby's Dream Land, the Lo-Fi remix, Pokemon Gold and Silver Rival Battle remix, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Route 47 remix, and the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Cyrus Battle remix. We also want to thank Tabletop Audio for the songs Solemn Vow, Shadowfell, and Age of Steam. Thanks again for listening. Before we head back into the story, I want to promote a podcast that I've been listening to since this podcast began, Pokemon Adventures in the Millennium. Why don't we hear from them?
This is an ad for a Pokemon Actual Play podcast. But this isn't your dad's Pokemon world. This is a serious Pokemon world. We're dark. We're edgy. There's death and crime and darkness across the world.
Tanner, I keep getting attacked by bird Pokemon!
Tanner, my Tyro keeps getting out of his baby harness.
I'm stuck in the ghost zone again.
Okay, fine. Listen, we might be a bit darker and have more swear words than a normal Pokemon Actual Play, but it's still a pretty fun romp through the Pokemon world with some great friends who love each other and Pokemon. So if you want to check it out, then come on down to Pokemon Adventures in the Millennium, part of the Pokecasters Network.
And you can find any episode of Pokemon Adventures in the Millennium on your podcatcher of choice.
Like what you hear? Remember to leave us a rating and review. And follow us on Twitter at PKMN_Millennium.
See you in Sinnoh.
Anyway, we now go to about 45 seconds later where they are tied up. So I'm thinking like Smasher went back to his compartment and somehow found like a fishing net or something, I don't know, and tied them up in that. Ignis is awake now, the other two are still unconscious.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to the ones that are conscious, which is just Ignis, right? And just ask him, buddy, when will you learn? We beat you up in the forest before, and why are you on this train now? Like, what's your deal?
I would like to state for the record that while Ralph went up to Ignis, Kyle went up to the conductor and engineer and is checking up on them.
Yeah, they're fine, just hit by the blast. Golem is fine, but like kind of woozy at this point.
Alright, you're gonna take the moral high ground on this one? I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, that was my first instinct when they were tied up.
Oh,
Because, this train is still on the tracks.
that's true.
Meanwhile, Ralph, you went up to Ignis, who's now tied up, and he goes, "Look, man, I was told that the train was gonna blow up."
What do you mean you were told it was gonna blow up? Weren't you guys the one that blew it up?
No, we don't do these sort of things. It's too messy. And he looks around about as well as a roly-poly can look around. He goes, "Look, we were told that the train was gonna blow up, and we were ordered to turn the train away from the city."
Oh, so hijacking is fine, but not blowing up the train? What on earth? Well, who told you to do that?
I don't know, we just got a mess. Why am I telling you anything?
You're not telling me anything. Oh, buddy, I can make you talk. I just crack my knuckles.
Roll, and this is ironic. I don't think we've actually rolled this. If we have, then I apologize, but we haven't. I know we haven't rolled this exactly. So intimidation in this game is cute. So go ahead and roll a cute.
Oh, I can make you talk. Let's see. I have 0 for cute, so we're just gonna roll it and see what happens. I got a 12.
Okay, so that's a mixed success. Here's what I'll do. I'll allow you to ask any 2 questions, and he'll answer them before realizing that he probably needs a lawyer.
Okay, so while like punching my fist into like my hand, I go, "Alright, you're gonna tell me who told you, and if you don't know, like what form the message came in. That's number 1. That's question 1.
Look, I don't know who told us. We just got this letter while in jail. Because they escaped jail. That's how they got here. This has been like 2 days.
That's number 1. Question 2. Where did the explosion come from then? If he doesn't know, then he doesn't know.
Look, we got this letter to get on the train and move it away from the city.
Okay. Because we just ran through, like, pretty much all the train cars, right? And we didn't really see anyone that resembled like an attacker. Like, it was just... I turn around to Kyle and I'm like, Kyle, how's the conductor doing? And the engineer?
He seems to be okay.
Are they awake? Are they conscious?
Yeah. He says he says he should be able to get this train moving again.
Okay. Can you ask him about the explosion? Like, what happened, if he remembers?
Sure. Yeah. Sir. What exactly happened here? Like, what happened with the explosion?
He looks like I don't remember. 1 second shoveling coal, the next second clock.
Oh man. Did you notice anything weird before the explosion, or like did you notice like anyone come in or anything? Like what did these guys show up after you were already like out cold?
I'm gonna have the golem conductor engineer person. I'm gonna have him roll a perception check. He rolled a 5, so he's got no idea. Just doing his job and then got hit in the back of the head.
Okay. So he doesn't know.
Oh, well, thanks for your help, sir.
Oh, man. Well, Smasher, you got any ideas?
Well, Smasher's not here. Smasher went back to his car.
Oh, that's right. Well, in that case, it's just you and me, Kyle. We gotta figure out what happened in this train. Also, we should probably get this train moving again, because we're, Hey! Geodude! Oh, no, sorry, not Geodude. Hey, Really Cuddly. Ignis, are we still on course?
Yes, if we keep going, we're on the path.
Okay, so you're bad at following orders. Cool, and then I'm just gonna, like, touch the controls and have the train go back into normal gear to get to the city.
Why, Ralph? What are you doing? The conductor is here. He's gonna take over. Why are you touching the train?
Sorry, sir. Sorry. I'll
on,
let you do your job. And I go and I leave. The controls alone.
Okay, you would have had the option to press the button for controls, but alright, whatever.
No, I'm gonna let the conductor do his job.
You walk out, the conductor is doing both job. You know what? I think I had one person doing that. Never mind. You know what? The conductor's another golem. There's 2 golems. One conductor, one shoveler, and we'll just roll with that. So now one of the golems is now doing both jobs, and the other one is keeping a watch on these guys. Do you guys go to Smasher's car, or your car as you head out?
I want to go back to Smasher's car.
I mean, Kyle's going back to the car that we were just on, and is just chilling. Or he's gonna be chilling as much as you can be chilling after your train exploded and you were in a fight.
Okay, the time right now, time check by the way, it's 12:55. Yeah, it's midday, 12:55, and you by yourself walk into Smasher's compartment. As you're walking back, you notice that the train starts to move again. When you walk into 5, you see Smasher throwing a ball against the wall. He's trying to do something, trying to keep his mind off the fact that he's pretty much late.
Hey, Smasher, I mean, I know you're worried about being late, but, well, now we got an actual incident on the train, so, like, you have an excuse now, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I suppose I do. Yo, your friend was sick out there. You were as well. That was a great low kick, but what was that green glowing thing?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, Kyle's really good. He sometimes doesn't believe in himself, but I do. I mean, like, I believe in him. I also believe in myself. I believe in a lot of people. But no, yeah, don't credit me too much, because I had this power band, and I know you have one too, so it's not all me.
Yeah, man, my dad gave me this for good luck. When I was practicing swinging, it made it easier to hit baseballs. Can't use it in games, but it's a nice good luck charm.
That's nice to know. Also, I couldn't help but find it a little bit suspicious that you were like, oh, we have to make up an excuse to to get to practice on time, and then ever so conveniently an explosion happened, thereby giving you an excuse. I just realized that by talking to you about this.
At this, he looks completely puzzled, almost like, "Yeah, man, I never thought about it that way." And now I think at this point he's almost like on your side now.
Maybe I did blow up the train.
What kind of Jedi mind trick did Ralph just pull?
Smasher, what I'm trying to say is that you're kind of suspicious.
But that can't work. I totally get it, but I can't have done it because I was with you guys the entire time.
That's true. Okay, I guess you're not guilty of it now. But I just want to know what happened, like...
If you want to roll something, you can.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna roll insight just to make sure. I feel like he's not letting on something. I don't know what, though. I just get a sneaking suspicion. So insight would be... Yeah, it'd be beauty. Okay, let's see. 11.
Mixed success. So you look, he seems like he's telling the truth.
Okay. I'm just so, like, confused and also worried, because, like, well, the rock gang over there said that they got a letter telling them that the train was gonna explode, so they didn't do it, but then the train exploded anyway, and they also said to get away from the city, so, like, I don't know what any of this means.
Yeah, a lot of big brain tactics that nobody know. Well, actually, I know.
Is this Smasher talking or the DM?
This is the
No,
DM
this
talking.
is Anirudh.
Okay.
This is your lord speaking.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna be like, all right, Smasher. Well, it was nice meeting you, and I'm gonna head back to my car now. But if you need anything else, feel free to stop by.
He does this. He stops you and says, "Oh, wait, you've been such a great help. I want to invite you guys to our first game. Free tickets, the best seats in the house. I mean, you're the reason that we survive, man."
What? Free tickets? I think we can make time. Let me check with Kyle real quick. And I run into the next car. Okay. I run into the car and I'm like, Kyle! Smasher just invited us to get free tickets to his next game, and it's in New Birch City. So I think we should go.
Let me double check. New Birch City is where the guild is, right? No, it's in Shady Grove. Yeah.
It's within walking distance of Shady Grove. Yeah.
Well, when's the game? Because we like as fun as it would be for you to go to the game, we kind of have a job to do.
All right, Smasher, when's the game?
The game is a week from now.
Oh, we got time. Kyle, we could do our business in Shady Grove, and then after we're in Shady Grove, we can come watch the game. You know, to celebrate our first mission with our guild, whose name I will not mention out loud.
Fine.
Yes!
I guess I couldn't hurt.
Oh my god, I've always wanted to see the Earthquakes play. Oh, I'm so excited.
So he gives you the tickets, so add that to your sheets, although I don't think in the description will pop up for it.
Who are they playing, by the way? Or should I just ask him that?
You can ask him that.
Smasher, by the way, who y'all playing next week?
Oh man, we're going up against the Burners.
Oh, what's their stat on the simulated baseball league? Like, how are they?
You don't have to roll, I'll just talk about it. By the way, people at home, I made up an entire league, a 10-year history with players, MVP, Rookie of the Years, Coach of the Year. Yeah, so the Burners have, of the 8-team league, they're the second most successful overall, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How have they been doing recently?
Yeah, recently they've kind of been in like a slump. So like last year they had a 4-6 record, which was not great. The year before they went 6-4. The year before that they're 5-5. Basically the past few years have kind of been schmeh. But when they started with a bang.
Oh man, and the Earthquakes are like doing, like they're towards the top of the league, right?
Yeah, they are on the come up.
Okay. So I'm just gonna be like, all right. Seems like a pretty intense matchup you got going there.
Yeah, and the first game of the season, man. And he starts stretching for some reason, already going through his routine, like all the push-ups and things like that.
Well, I hope you guys win, and we're gonna be really happy to be there for the season opener. Ralph, Kyle, we're gonna be here on the season opener too. I'm so happy we get to like take some time off from all the guild work and actually be able to watch the Earthquakes play. That's gonna be awesome.
Okay, if you say so. You seem happy.
I'm very happy.
So he goes on to talk about the lineup, talking about like, oh, this guy was really good last year. This guy's great. And the craziest thing, Aaron is coming.
Aaron? Who's Aaron?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Okay. Do I get it with advantage because of my obsessiveness with baseball?
Yeah, you get this with advantage.
And it would be smart, right? Which is -1 for me. Okay, that's 10 minus 1 is 9 for the first roll, and then 16 minus 1 is 15 for the second roll, so...
Oh.
Okay, so with the full success, how do I put this? Okay, so in the league, there are 3 people so far in the 10-year history that are generally considered the quote-unquote GOAT of the baseball league. I don't know if I have a name for it. So one of them is Aaron. He played for the Burners and Hurricanes, but he's considered to be a burner. Like, when he goes to the Hall of Fame, he's going in as a burner, basically.
And is he retired, or is he like...
No, he's been retired for 3 years now. He didn't play that long, which is the funny thing.
Oh, so he'll be in the stands then.
Yeah, so Aaron is, to put it in context for people at home, he's almost like Jordan in a way. Not as much success necessarily, but he had a career, a lot of rings, then took a year off, and then had more rings. And the question is always, one of the big questions that they always ask in those sports talk shows or whatever, is why he took that year off. And that guy is coming to the game.
Wow, that's crazy. One of the baseball greats. Okay, well, maybe I'll even get to meet him. Gosh, to have this cat be signed by 2 players, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, so Smasher gets really hyped, thanks you, and then walks back into his car. Now it's just you and Kyle.
Kyle, we gotta figure out what's going on with this train explosion, man. Like, I'm scared.
Well, I think we'll be okay until we get to Newburgh City.
Just, why would that letter say not to go to the city? I'm so confused. Is it like...
We probably should have asked where they were gonna go instead. Might have helped.
I should have asked him that. You're right.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't know. Yeah, we don't really have any leads either, unless we want to ask those dumb rocks about anything more. But I don't know if they'll talk.
That's very true. Yeah, I think they're kind of done talking because I said I could make him talk, and I think he believed me a little bit, but not enough to just tell me everything. So it's not gonna work. Well, I guess until we reach Newburgh City, I think we should just enjoy what's left of this train ride, and just sit pretty for a little bit.
I mean, not much we can do. I think we should just carry on with what it was we were doing. I don't know if we should be meddling in whatever this is.
Well, it might have something to do with guild stuff. I'm not sure, but who knows? I mean, we are getting close to where one of those legendary items might be, right? And then apparently, and I'm speaking in like a hushed tone so that anyone can't hear us. Where those legendary items might be, and so maybe there are other people trying to get them. Maybe something evil, and maybe that's why this train exploded. Like, I don't know. I just feel like we're not the only ones looking for whatever's in Shady Grove.
I mean, I think Adam kind of told us as much. I mean, Adam did mention that there were going to be people who were going to be like, looking for the items and looking for us too. So,
Yeah.
I think we should just keep going, but keep our head on a swivel. And, be extra careful.
Will do. I know that before this explosion happened, that you were kind of mad at me about shopping for so long, and I just want to reiterate that I'm sorry. But hey, that power band came in useful though. I think you got to see it in action, so I hope you understand, like, why I bought what I bought.
I guess. I mean, we just gotta stay focused, like, cause we have a job to do, and like, it's not like we can just find like the one legendary item and be done. Like, there's a whole bunch of them we have to find, and like, we don't even have that long. Like, we only have a year. We don't have that long.
That's true. But yeah, I just feel like if we just constantly let ourselves get bogged down with trying to find these items, like we won't have any time to enjoy anything else, and we need to take some time for other things too. This is an adventure, and we should treat it as such, I think.
I mean, I don't know, but man, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll go to that baseball game if you want, but like, I mean, we can't do stuff like that all the time.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Good talk.
Cool. So we're actually gonna jump a bit to New Birch City itself. So at the train station, there's a cricketoon kind of just waiting for the train to come in. It's the guy that's always like all aboard, the whatever the job is, the people that stand on the side. So the cricketoon looks at its watch and is like, "Huh, the train was supposed to be here a while ago." And then the train rolls in, basically looking like if the Titanic survived, and its mouth is agape. So the doors open, if they could open in the first place.
Woohoo! We're here.
And congratulations, you guys are in New Birch City, and that's where we will end this episode.
Oh yeah, we've got a bunch of people. You don't know why there was a train bombing. We're gonna find out soon enough, I think.
Plot twist: this train bombing was really just a one-off thing. Like we never find out anything. It's a puzzle that haunts us to the very end.
We'll find out in the next episode of Not a Scratch. I dropped my thing. We'll find out in the next episode of Not a Scratch.
Maybe, potentially. I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching at home, everyone. Hi, hello. Until next time, I have been Anirudh, your DM, PM, GM.
You gotta tell them to take care.
No, that's your cue to say, "Hey, I've been
Oh,
Mansour,
I'm so
but-"
stupid. I forgot. I've been Mansour, playing Ralph.
And I've been Mohammed playing Kyle.
And until next time, take care. We zoom in to a table in a dark room in an unknown location. At the table sits 7 Pokemon, and one sits in a large leather seat encrusted with gold, silver, and other jewels. These 8 Pokemon turn when they hear a knock, and we hear someone ask, "Password?" A word is said, but the sound is different from any other language heard before. The door opens, and a Skarmory walks into the room. "They have joined," Skarmory says, as he sits in a seat at the end of the table, his nose slightly bent. "That's fine," says a Pokemon near the front of the table. "That's what the boss always thought would happen." The Pokemon on the throne shakes a bit, as if it was stretching itself out, and then begins to speak. All becomes silent.
"So that fool thinks adding members will help? I can't wait to see the look on his face when he finds out that you've been watching him the whole time."
The boss looks to the Pokemon to its right, clearly second in command.
"Well, time to get some jobs laid out. You,"
The Pokemon says, as it points to a figure.
"you're gonna see where they are going. Clearly they've got some idea of where one of these items are, and I have a hunch as to which one they're looking for."
The figure nods, then walks out of the room.
"You 3 go meet the Spoon Man and have a day. I hear that there's ice cream."
The boss points to 3 Pokemon, who each nod and leave.
"You of course need to do your job. Don't you have somewhere to be?"
The figure nods and then leaves. The boss looks to another Pokemon.
"Riddle me this. Why does loyalty run so far?"
The Pokemon leaves at that.
"The rest of you lay low. No use using all of my chess pieces at once. Except you, my friend. You must stay undercover and try not to spoil all the fun.
The second in command bows and leaves.
If those recruits want to play hide and seek, well, let's go find them.